Blessings, friends. It's Maia here with an Astro update. On April 27th, we have a new moon in the practical, loyal, and determined sign of Taurus at 7 degrees. Those of you who have planets around 7 degrees or placements in the fixed signs of Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo will likely feel the effects of this new moon the most. A new moon is when the sun and the moon are coupled together in the sky, creating an energy for seed planting and manifestation. On a positive level, this lunation can be patient, reliable, stoic, and diligent. On a challenging level, this lunation can be indulgent, stubborn, or aggressive. Taurus can represent themes of nature, serenity, material possessions, money, income, agriculture, and food, self-worth, personal values, as well as anything to do with the mouth, jaw, neck, throat, and shoulders. The ruler of this lunation is Venus, the planet of love, money, beauty, harmony, and relationships. Venus is conjunct the North Node of purpose and destiny, adding an intense drive to our Piscean dreams, and even a fated element when it comes to fated encounters and synchronicities. We do have Venus and Mercury, who are both finally out of their shadow-grade period from this eclipse season, showcasing an energy of finally having clarity around an area in our life, feeling like we're almost ready to move forward with more ease. However, with that said, we have a final Mars-Pluto opposition peaking Tuesday, squaring this lunation. Mars, the planet of action, drive, aggression, and conflict, is opposing Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, intensity, and transformation. Look to see where Mars and Pluto is at in your transit chart, or what houses Leo and Aquarius fall in to see what area of life is undergoing a positive or challenging tension at this time. Do be mindful to pick your battles wisely on this day, and stay safe. With this aspect, we may be feeling pulled and strained or pushed by passion, maybe even both. We're likely familiar already with this energy, as this is the third and final pass of the Mars-Pluto opposition, the first one happening November 2nd, and the other one happening January 3rd. Even with this heightened intense opposition, we do have Uranus, the planet of sudden changes, sextiling Saturn in Pisces with Venus and the North Node, showing we may very well be having some unexpected solutions, breakthroughs, and news to follow. Venus is also conjunct Saturn, the planet of obligation, duty, and responsibilities, showing we may be taking on serious decisions that have a long-term effect, or with goals in mind for the greater purpose of tranquility, peace, and a higher Venusian timeline. What area of life will this new moon be happening for you based upon your rising sign? For Taurus rising, this new moon is going to be happening in your first house. This could bring new beginnings around yourself, your identity, outward appearance, and new endeavors. For Aries rising, this new moon is going to be happening in your second house. This could bring new beginnings around your income, how you make money, physical possessions, food styles, personal values, and self-esteem. For Pisces rising, this new moon will be happening in your third house. This could bring new beginnings around your communication, how you think and speak, neighborhood, local travel, transportation, local community, short-form learning and writing, as well as extended family and siblings. For Aquarius rising, this new moon will be happening in your fourth house. This could bring new beginnings around your home, family, property, real estate, emotional security, inner safety, and ancestral roots. For Capricorn rising, this new moon will be happening in your fifth house. This could bring new beginnings around creativity, self-expression, children, dating, romance, celebrations, joy, and entertainment. For Sagittarius rising, this new moon will be happening in your sixth house. This could bring new beginnings around your health, work, coworkers, daily routine, diet, exercise, pets and animals, as well as organization. For Scorpio rising, this new moon will be happening in your seventh house. This could bring new beginnings around your personal relationships, marriages, business relationships, contracts, negotiations, agreements, and legal documents. For Libra rising, this new moon will be happening in your eighth house. This could bring new beginnings around your shared money, shared resources, investments, inheritances, taxes, loans, the occult, psychology, and intimacy. For Virgo rising, this new moon will be happening in your ninth house. This could bring new beginnings around higher learning, long-distance travel, teaching, studying, belief systems, gurus, and pilgrimages. For Leo rising, this new moon will be happening in your 10th house. This could bring new beginnings around your career, public image, status, reputation, leadership, notoriety, and achievement. For Cancer rising, this new moon will be happening in your 11th house. This could bring new beginnings around large groups of people, friends, friendships, networks, organizations, future hopes and wishes, as well as progressive ideas. And last but not least, for Gemini rising, this new moon will be happening in your 12th house. This could bring new beginnings around the hidden realms, such as one's subconscious, spirituality, dreams, mysticism, behind-the-scenes work, events, self-undoings, addictions, jails and hospitals, as well as retreats, ashrams, and the creative arts. New moon and Taurus blessings to you all.